You know, that incredible taste of authentic Grana Padano, that really specific, rich flavor.
Absolutely. Unmistakable.
Well, for those of you really into Italian food, maybe you're a passionate cook or work in the food industry, maybe you're even an international buyer. Have you ever, stopped to think about what goes on behind the scenes, the innovations that help create that quality?
It's a great question because often we picture only the most traditional methods.
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive, taking a closer look at something specific, robotic milking.
And specifically how it fits into producing Grana Padano DOP.
Right. It sounds almost contradictory, doesn't it? High-tech robots and ancient cheese traditions.
Well, that's what we're exploring. We'll see how modern tech can actually support, maybe even enhance quality and efficiency. We're looking particularly at Latteria San Lazzaro. They're really embracing this. And we're drawing on info from Gourm.it, details from the Latteria itself, the official Grana Padano DOP specs, and an article about their partnership with Gourm.it.
Got it. So let's jump in. Latteria San Lazzaro, where are they based?
They're in Ceresara, that's in the Alto Mantovano region.
Ah, Mantova. Prime cheese country.
Definitely. And get this, they started way back in 1962.
62 years ago, so a really deep history there.
Absolutely. And it's a cooperative structure, just 11 members, apparently very dedicated.
11? That's quite small.
It is. It really suggests, a strong focus on tradition, on quality for their Grana Padano DOP.
But as you said, they're also innovating.
Exactly. And that brings us to the robotic milking part. It's a big part of their operation now.
That big.
Well, the figures mention around 75%. One source said 70%. So about 70% of the milk from their member farms comes from robotic milking systems.
Wow, that's significant. So why make that switch? What are the upsides they're seeing?
Several key things mentioned in the sources. Firstly, hygiene and health standards. They're apparently much higher with the robots.
Okay, makes sense. Automation, precision.
Right. And better management of the livestock overall. Plus, they get much more accurate control over the milk's characteristics, the specific qualities.
Which must feed directly into the cheese quality later.
Precisely. And it also points towards better efficiency, naturally, but also improved animal welfare. Less stress on the cows, potentially better milk.
So it's not just about saving time or labor. It's potentially improving the raw ingredient itself.
That seems to be the idea, yes.
Interesting. And their Grana Padano itself, does it have a particular reputation?
It does. It's noted as being particularly popular down in southern Italy. They export quite a bit there.
Oh, interesting. Any descriptions of the flavor profile?
Yeah, it's described as having a really balanced structure, rich flavor. They put that down to, careful raw material selection, which we just talked about, and very meticulous processing.
The aging.
The specific one mentioned is aged 10 to 12 months. And of course, it's all under the strict Grana Padano DOP rules.
All right, the denominazione di origine protetta, meaning everything has to happen in that specific zone, Emilia-Romagna, Lombardy, Piedmont, Trentino, Veneto.
Exactly. From the farm feed to the final wheel, it's all geographically protected.
It's just fascinating, this blend. You have this 60-plus-year-old cooperative structure.
Deep roots.
And then this cutting-edge robotic technology on the farms. It really shows how tradition isn't static, is it?
Not at all. And apparently there's generational continuity too. Younger generations are stepping up at Latteria San Lazzaro.
Ah, so they're carrying the torch, but with a modern toolkit.
Seems like it. Ensuring the tradition continues, but, adapting.
Okay, let's talk about the Gourm.it connection. They partnered up. What's the goal there, especially for our listeners who might be buyers or importers?
Yeah, that partnership is really about boosting the value and the profile of their Grana Padano DOP internationally.
Okay.
Gourm. It positions Latteria San Lazzaro as a perfect example of this blend, tradition, and innovation. They fit right into Gourm.it's network of, excellent producers.
So it gives international buyers a kind of curated access.
Essentially, yes. Privileged access to top-tier made-in-Italy cheeses. It's about connecting these really high-quality producers who might be relatively small, like San Lazzaro, with the global market.
This is Gourm. Wow, it's mission, right, making those connections.
Exactly. Showcasing producers committed to both the heritage and the future of Italian cheese.
And just for completeness, Latteria San Lazzaro is officially recognized within the Grana Padano system.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're registered with the Grana Padano Consortium. Their number is MN462.
MN462. Good to know. And I assume contact details are available through the consortium if people need them.
Yes, email, phone, address, it's all listed on the consortium website. Standard practice.
Okay. So wrapping this up, what's the main takeaway for our international audience from this deep dive on Latteria San Lazzaro and their approach?
I think the key thing is that robotic milking in this context isn't replacing tradition. It's more like an enhancement.
An evolution.
Yeah, an evolution. It's technology being used thoughtfully to potentially boost quality, maintain consistency, improve welfare, all within the framework of producing this beloved Italian classic, Grana Padano DOP.
And those innovations at the very start of the chain, on the farm, they could actually be contributing to the specific taste and texture characteristics that people value.
That's the potential connection, definitely. It's not just about the cheese-making vat. It starts with the milk.
Which leaves us with a thought, doesn't it? How will these kinds of technologies continue to shape traditional Italian food production? And, what does that mean for how we perceive and value these products globally?
It's the big question going forward, for sure. Tradition meets tomorrow.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, if you want to explore more, check out the Gourm.it platform for producers like Latteria San Lazzaro and the Grana Padano Consortium website for all the details on the cheese itself.
Lots to dig into.
Definitely. This has been really insightful. We'll be back soon with another deep dive into the fascinating world of Italian food.